NBC News Radio, I'm Michael Kastner. Officials in Hawaii say the death toll from the Lahaina wildfire is now up to 80. More bodies were found Friday as search teams combed through the rubble of the Maui resort town that was destroyed by a raging wildfire this week. Fire destroyed over 1,000 buildings, and the death toll is expected to rise. A new report says no outdoor warning sirens were triggered by local or state agencies in the early hours of the Maui firestorm. NBC News says residents were on their own and relied on 3 other forms of warning: mobile alerts, local TV and radio, and Maui County's opt-in resident notification system. Some survivors say they were not sufficiently warned as the fire spread. Governor Josh Green.
Much of the equipment was destroyed with fire, and it's a very remote place. Of course, we would never diminish any kind of responsibility. We will leave it to HIEMA, which is our emergency management team, to help explain things going forward.
Officials say the sirens are intended to alert people to seek more information, not necessarily to indicate that an evacuation is underway. The brush fire is now the deadliest natural disaster in Hawaii's history, surpassing a tsunami that killed 61 people on the Big Island in 1960. Former President Donald Trump will be campaigning today at the Iowa State Fair. Trump will be joined by a group of Florida Republicans who have endorsed him over their home state Governor Ron DeSantis. Reports say DeSantis is also expected to attend the annual event in the key early voting state. The Illinois State Supreme Court is upholding a new ban on semi-automatic rifles. Ethan Settle with Crossroads Shooting says Iowa has some of the least restrictive gun laws in the nation.
We've got neighbors, Minnesota and Illinois, that are definitely a little bit more restrictive in their rights, but we've got very pro-Second Amendment neighbors in the Dakotas and Missouri and Kansas and even Nebraska to a great extent. But Iowa definitely is leading the charge.
Michael Kastner, NBC News Radio.
I'm a quiet nights at home kind of guy. The loudest thing in my house, my white noise machine. But one time a year, I feel the overwhelming need to rock and roll!
This year's Kentucky State Fair is summer summed up with family fun, thrilling rides, big-time concerts, and celebration of the 120th World Championship Horse Show, August 17th through 27th. Buy your tickets online and get free parking. Just go to kystatefair.org.
Hey, it's Shannon the Dude. Summertime is finally here, and as traffic increases, the Kentucky Office of Highway Safety reminds all road users to pay attention and watch out for each other. Following the rules of the road and these simple steps can help save lives. So remember to buckle up every trip, every time. Put the phone down if you're driving, walking, or riding a bike or motorcycle. And safety is a shared responsibility. So enjoy your summer and be safe, Kentucky. A message from the Kentucky Office of Highway Safety.
The owners of an iconic burger joint in Lahaina, Hawaii, promised to rebuild after it was burned to the ground in a devastating wildfire. Phil Hewlett explains.
Laren Gartner and Edna Bailiff, both with ties to Southern California, run the beachfront haunt known as Cheeseburger in Paradise. 2 days ago, the business partners shut down the restaurant because the power went out. Now they have confirmation the building was burned to its foundation. Gartner and Bailiff opened Cheeseburger in Paradise in 1989 in that historic western Maui town. Lahaina dates back to the 18th century.
Gilgo Beach murder suspect Rex Hoyerman's family could file a lawsuit over the condition of their Massapequa Park, New York home after investigators left. Natalie Migliori reports.
The legal team says the home has been left in shambles. Asa Eller Ops attorney Bob Macedonio.
We had a cleanup crew come in with 20-yard dumpsters with 5 men and start removing debris that was left behind.
Vesma Tab says his clients, Huerman's children, are innocent bystanders.
Because of what has happened here, and it's of unimaginable magnitude, they're caught up in this. They're victims.
Macedonio says Huerman's family has nothing to do with the alleged crimes.
It was a complete double life. They have no information to provide. But again, they're not suspects. They haven't been questioned.
The price at the pump is showing no signs of slowing.
We've seen gas prices on the rise as we've seen oil prices increase.
Josh Zuber with AAA says the OPEC nations like Saudi Arabia are cutting production. And with less oil on the market, that's pushing gas prices higher. Fuel costs have gone up almost $1 from the end of last year. The national average is $3.84 a gallon. The Writers Guild of America met at the bargaining table with Hollywood Studios on Friday. The Alliance of Motion Picture and Television Producers presented a counter-proposal to the WGA, but details of the proposal were not disclosed. Both sides have recessed for the time being. Michael Kastner, NBC News Radio.
This is a Hometown Radio Network information update. The University of Kentucky has opened the world's largest teaching distillery. Earlier this week, UK officially had the ribbon-cutting ceremony for the James B. Beam Institute for Kentucky Spirits. This building will allow UK to offer areas of teaching, including chemistry, engineering, and business as it relates to spirits. Numbers from the Kentucky Distillers Association show that the state is responsible for over 22,000 jobs and an economic impact of nearly $9 billion in the bourbon industry. And tonight is night number 2 of the 2-day Make Jesus Famous Festival going on at Constitution Square Park. Upwards of 2,000 people are expected to descend on Constitution Square for this event with multiple food trucks and live music. It's tonight from 7 o'clock until 9 at Danville's Constitution Square Park. Reporting for the Hometown Radio Network, I'm Joe Mathis.
Isaiah House provides holistic substance abuse treatment to help recovering addicts achieve sobriety for a lifetime.
We know what that struggle is. We know how bad that is. We know all the damage and the chaos that we created in the past. But the important part is we can show them the solution.
Kentucky Medicaid accepted for treatment. Call Isaiah House Treatment Center today, 859-375-9200. Isaiah House Treatment Center, real hope for addiction.
August is back to school, and your Harrodsburg DQ has some great monthly savings. Small Misty Slush, small iced coffee, small soft serve cone, sausage biscuit are all just 99 cents each. Small milkshakes are $1.99, while kids' meals are only $1.99. Take advantage of DQ's $4 breakfast with hash brown and drink. $7 lunch includes fries, drink, and 5-ounce sundae. Or catch the 2-piece fish dinner with Texas toast and fries, just $5.99. Summer savings are in the bag at Harrodsburg DQ, where happy tastes good.
Dear Mom, I know it's hard trying to quit smoking, but I heard something new about something that might help. It's called Kentucky's Tobacco Quit Line. It's one-on-one individual counseling over the phone with someone who can help. You can talk in private and talk at times when it's convenient. Just call 1-800-QUIT-NOW. Mom, one of these days I'll be graduating, and then maybe someday getting married. I want you to be there with me. Please try it. I love you, Rachel.
The Kentucky Tobacco Quit Line, 1-800-QUIT-NOW. This message brought to you by your local health department.
The WHBN weather forecast is brought to you by Horn Home Supply, a trusted name for quality service and a fair price for over 40 years. See Matt Horn at Horn Home Supply in Harrodsburg, South College Street.
Got a chance of showers and thunderstorms today, otherwise partly sunny, high of 88, wind gusts to 20 miles an hour. Tonight, 50-50 shot of showers and thunderstorms, partly cloudy, low of 69. Scattered showers and thunderstorms tomorrow, partly sunny, high of 86. Monday, chance of showers and thunderstorms, partly sunny, high of 85.
Welcome to Gardening with James. Learn how to start your own garden, grow your own food, and live a healthier lifestyle. Food can be a medicine for the body, or it can cause high blood pressure or other health issues by not eating right. This show is packed full of tips and information, as well as special guest interviews from around the country, and is designed to make gardening simple, fun, and frugal for the whole family. Call James with your questions and problems now at 734-4321. Now, let's go in the garden with your host, James Ross.
All right, here we go on another great Saturday morning. Weather's been good the last few days. Lots of events happening around town. Hopefully everybody's been able to get out and enjoy some of this decent weather without rain interfering. So hopefully that worked out. Yesterday afternoon, I had to go up and unlock the cabins at Constitution Square to make sure that Make Jesus Famous, our group was able to get into the cabins. They had porta potties, trash cans. I didn't get there till probably about 9 o'clock that afternoon for the event itself. But from what I seen, it was a good crowd, decent crowd. Everybody seems to be getting along, so that was always good. Had some decent music that I kind of knew of. It worked out. It'll start again this afternoon, somewhere around 7 to 9, I think, and they'll do it one more time, which means I'm gonna have to go up at the end of the show again to get my little electric panels, from the ones that they was using before everything gets packed up. Let's see here. Got a little bit of outside work to do today. We got to put in an arch last week for a rose, but I got to the last corner that I needed to finish it up, and the previous arch apparently had cement, so I had to dig that cement out. And after I did that, the hole was too big, so today I've got to go get some cement or some of this new type foam to spray down in there to make everything nice and tight. Then I've got to go cut some grass, because for 2 Thursdays in a row, I've missed cutting grass at one client's house, and so today I'm gonna try to get that in, and then I'll be caught up. And like I say, the event will be over by 9, and I'll get to start a whole fresh week. And I guess my next big project coming up will be the Day of Action, which I'll have the Shepherd's House. They'll be coming to the McDowell House to help me with some more landscaping, pull out the last root from one of the big boxwoods, and so that part will be over with. Things are starting to wind down just a little bit, as far as I know, because it's been a fun season, wild. I had told you guys about me having headaches and different things like that, and I had went to the doctor last week. My blood pressure was like 120 over 60 or 80 or whatever it was, but it was excellent. And then the doctor sent me to the hospital to get some blood work done, so that came back, and that came back real good. I was happy with that. 2 things he had on there was, back off the carbs, and I need more exercise. I thought that was pretty funny, seeing that I work about 6 days a week and I still need more exercise. Maybe when I go see him, he can explain to me what else as far as exercise that I could do besides probably walking 2,000 steps a day, doing physical work, out in the sunshine, just doing all kinds of stuff. So I told the wife maybe I have to get me a 4th job just to prove that, I am getting more exercise. So we'll have to see. But all in all, I was pretty happy with that report, because after having to go to the emergency twice because of headaches, because of the medication I was taking, I was pretty much through with the doctor that I had. And I also just want to throw in, if you think your doctor isn't listening to you, you're telling him one thing, he's saying something totally different, and you two just can't agree on whatever it might be, switch doctors. Find you a doctor that will listen to you, so this way you can get the proper care. And that's kind of what was happening to me. If I went in and told him my toe hurt, and he told me it was my blood pressure. I told him that my neck hurt. It was my blood pressure. So every time I look up, he's adding a new blood pressure, a new pill, something, and that's what caused me to have headaches. But I seem to be on the right side now of good health at this point, knock on wood. And like I say, it was pretty stressful there for about a month. But like I said, but now that we're moving right along, I'm pretty happy with it, and get me some more exercise like my doctor recommended. Let's see here. Who we got? Gardening with James.
Hey, James, it's Kurt.
Hey, Kurt.
Hey, gosh, I woke up this week, and the room was spinning. It was almost like I had a hangover.
Mm-hmm.
And my wife was telling me it had a crystal roof.
Had a what?
I don't know, a crystal in your ear.
Mm-hmm.
Ways, there's a maneuver that you can do where you sit on the bed and you just fall back and you count to a minute, and then, oh my gosh, I've had some migraines in the past.
Right.
But this really threw me off kilter for a few hours, and I got sick to my stomach even. And
yeah.
If you need a new job, there's a postman that delivers mail over here. He's a young guy. I asked him, I said, how many pieces of mail do you deliver a day? He said, I don't know, but I walked 13 miles.
You get plenty of exercise.
No doubt. No doubt. I don't know what to tell you there, sir. I know you look healthy to me when I see you.
Right. Well, he seemed to think I could do better.
Oh boy, can't we all? But my goodness.
But there's only so much time in the day, and the only other way I could get a fourth job is to pick up a night shift.
Yeah, and maybe you could get into one of those sleep studies.
Yeah. Yeah.
That would be really beneficial. They pay you to sleep, right?
Well, hey, now I would take that job. I ain't got no problem with taking a nap or, sleeping. How long? Okay, great. I can do that.
Yep. I hear you.
So what's going on with you today?
Oh, trying to get some stuff done to have some vegetables a little bit later in the season. And, of course, we're setting up right now for the farmer's market. I say we are. I'm actually on the phone with you. Wife is in there. Several vendors pulling in. And it looks like we're going to have a full house as far as vendors go. And
good.
Hope people that are out working can take a break and come out and buy their vegetables that they need for the week and support these people that have been working really hard out there.
Yes. Like I always say, hopefully they sell out and they can go home and feel comfortable about what they was doing.
Exactly. I appreciate the time on the radio, James. I'm going to get in there before I get the stink eye when I do go in.
Hey, you don't want that.
No, sir. Well, listen, you take care, and I appreciate the time. Everybody get out and support your local farmers markets wherever you are. Appreciate it.
All right. Talk to you later.
Bye.
Yep. Get out there and support your farmers. And so this way, when they go home, they don't have to take as much home and they can feel comfortable. They can provide for their families. And then they can start growing new stuff, like as he was saying, start growing new stuff for your fall season, and continue to bring it to the farmers market. So get out and support them. Let's see here. I tell you what, let me get my break out the way, and I'll be right back.
Pioneer Playhouse is Kentucky's oldest outdoor theater, and it's right here in Danville. Don't miss our 74th season under the stars. Pioneer Playhouse, the perfect summer evening getaway. Great for date night or family night or girls' night. Come on out. We make dinner so you don't have to. Dinner is served at 7 p.m. Special stand-up comedy weekend starring Lee Cruz, Friday, August 18th and Saturday, August 19th. Lee Cruz is back and funnier than ever. Star of TV's hit The Lee and Haley Show, Lee Cruz will be live and in person on our historic stage, doing his stand-up comedy thing, along with the Kentucky Comedy All-Stars. It's a night of laughs you won't want to miss. And be sure to reserve a home-cooked dinner with us before the Lee Cruz Show. When the sun goes down, the stars come out. At Pioneer Playhouse.
Shop local, buy local, save big deals.
Hello, this is Robert Wagner, General Manager of Hometown Radio. We love our listeners, and we know times are tough, so we wanted to do something big, so you could save money on local businesses. After several meetings, we could see no other way, so we opened Big Deals online store, selling gift certificates to local businesses. The gift certificates are just like cash. You buy full retail value gift certificates at a big discount.
Shop local, buy local, save big deals.
Supplies limited, so hurry over to our online store at hometownlive.net and click on the Big Deals logo. Some restrictions may apply. Spend a few minutes now and save big tomorrow. Join other Hometown Radio listeners who are already shopping and saving at Big Deals online store at hometownlive.net.
Shop local, buy local, save big deals.
The Big Deals online store at hometownlive.net.
We're so excited. Nice weather's here, and we're going to wet our plants.
Buddy Beaver here. Mulch to Go now has Rock to Go. Yes, we've been busy little beavers and expanded to add landscape, rock, sand, topsoil, compost, and more. We have a wide selection to choose from in both bulk and bags. Stop by Mulch to Go for your landscape needs from pine nuggets, pine straw, cedar, cypress, and playground chips too.
Mulch to Go opens at 9 a.m. Monday through Saturday. Call 859-715-7575. They're located in Harrodsburg on the corner of 127 and Beaumont Avenue. Mulch to Go.
Mulch to Go.
Almost every small Kentucky town has a go-to restaurant. In Central Kentucky, it's the Bread of Life Cafe in Liberty. If you like a good buffet, you'll love the huge down-home cooking featuring 3 fully stocked buffet tables, or you can order off their extensive menu. You'll find something delicious for every person in the family at the Bread of Life Cafe. Visit the gift and sweet shop at the Bread of Life Cafe, 5 miles south of Liberty on Highway 127. Open till 8 Monday through Thursday, 9 Friday and Saturday. Feed your tummy and your soul with a stop at the Bread of Life Cafe and Buffet, 5 miles south of Liberty.
This WHBN weather forecast is brought to you by Ransdell Funeral Chapel. Our goal is and always will be to provide the best value in funeral service available. Exceptional care from a trusted family name, Ransdell Funeral Chapel.
Got a chance of showers and thunderstorms today, otherwise partly sunny, high of 88, wind gusts to 20 miles an hour. Tonight, 50-50 shot of showers and thunderstorms, partly cloudy, low of 69. Scattered showers and thunderstorms tomorrow, partly sunny, high of 86. Monday, chance of showers and thunderstorms, partly sunny, high of 85.
Welcome back to Gardening with James. If you have questions, feel free to call the station or email spreadingcompost@gmail.com.
All right, we're back in the garden. And like I said, today is going to be a good day. Small chance of rain this morning. Also, I think there's a small chance of rain this afternoon. Sunday, I think we're going to may get wet, but that'll be okay. So get out there and, like I say, go to your farmer's market. You know, go out and visit friends, go out and meet your neighbors, or just do something different this weekend. So this way you can kind of stay in touch with what's going on in the world, and because there's a lot of great people out there with a lot of great stories. You know, go volunteer at a senior center or someplace nearby. You know, and try to help out. The seniors, the people who are in there. Do something positive. Let's see here. I've got about 5 or 10 things that I'm going to let you know that could be done right about now. One is fall planting. Plant fall vegetables for the late summer. I've talked about planting your fall bulbs. And if you have flowers that are spent, they're done, you should go ahead and probably cut them back. If they're annuals, dig them up. Now, if you're saving seeds, that's one thing. You're going to let it go to seed. That's great. But after it goes to seed, go ahead and cut it back. Start getting your fall cleanup going now. Let's see here. And of course, you have to weed your beds on a regular basis. And, if you've got perennials that have just taken over, an area that you didn't want, or you would like to cut it back to a smaller part, now's a great time to do that. If they've already done their thing, go ahead and start dividing them. So this way, that space, you can use something else in that space. And when you divide them, give them to your family, friends, neighbors, if you're not going to use them. And be sure to deadhead, all your flowers, because that's the lifeblood of having more flowers. If you go out there, you see you got marigolds or something, and it's through. You go ahead and you cut the head off of it. Like I said, it'll just keep coming back. It'll give you, a nice longer season. So be sure to cut it back. And I'm sure over the season, you've had plants that may have got disease for one reason or another, the soil or whatever. Try to enrich that soil. Try to bring it back to life. And I have a small rose bush, and beetles just ate it up no matter what I put on it. Beetles ate it up. But that's okay. because it's still alive. And I'm going to try to put a new plan into place to try to get my rose to grow. But yeah, because Japanese beetles and all kinds of little pests, they always come because, like I said, there's a bug for every plant and vegetable. And like I say, if you don't pay attention, like I say, you'll look up one day and you'll see all kinds of holes, and then you have to find a way to fight it if you can. Let's see here. Because I've seen a lot of perennials, really nice perennials where people have planted. Stake those tall ones up, because there's a lot of tall plants out there that people, they grow and the wind come through and it'll kind of knock them over. Be sure that you put a stake up, so this way they'll continue to stand. Because, like I say, because they'll fall over on your other plants, and then it doesn't look the way it's supposed to. And maybe next year you can find a different place where you can put it up against a fence or something like that, but be sure to stake them up. Like I said, tomatoes and eggplants and your watermelons and all those things are coming in right now. So there's plenty of vegetables out there right now for everybody, because I see people, trying to give them away at this point. I go to a couple of my friends' house, and every time I go over there, hey, you need some tomatoes? You need some squash? And I've been chopping up what I can, and trying to save them, chopping them up, parboil them, and then put them in a freezer bag, and then put them in the freezer. So this way maybe I can have some of the green beans or the squash or the zucchini, either one of those different things. I got me a blender, a little small blender, and I can now make smoothies. And I like smoothies, but I've never challenged myself to actually go buy one, but I finally bought one, and hopefully today I'll be able to go home and blend up a smoothie. Because I think I have watermelon, I've got the blueberries, I've got, I think we ate up the pineapple, so I may have to get something else, but I'll pick up some strawberries and different fruits and throw a little ice cream in there and blend it all up. So I'm kind of looking forward to that today. That's kind of my treat from working all weekend. So just try to stay healthy. That's the most important thing, is try to stay healthy, because there's a lot of people out there that are in worse shape than most. So when you think about, what you can do to try to keep yourself healthy, so this way you can help someone else. I try each and every day to, because, there's a list online of all the different things you can do to try to stay healthy. And in some cases, even that's not enough. Something still happens. But yeah, get out there and get some exercise. Make sure that things are going smooth. I know the kids are about to go back to school. Some of them are already in school. So now that's a perfect time for you to get out there and tidy up the yard, or have a fall yard sale or something. Try to get rid of some stuff, so this way, as you go into the winter, you won't have as much, around the house anymore, because you had a yard sale, or you took them to Salvation Army, or you took them to some other place to start getting rid of some things that you don't need no more, because, some stuff stays around forever. And when you do that, when you start getting rid of things, and if there's paperwork involved, it's got your name and address, it's got all those things, be sure that you take a marker, a black marker or something, to mark out all those things before you put it in the recycle bin. Because it's, once you throw it in the trash, it's open to anybody. So be sure that you, if you're throwing things away, because you're trying to clean up, make sure that you have a black marker or a couple of black markers or something where you can, scratch your name out. And so this way somebody won't go out and buy a new car or open up a home loan or something like that on your paperwork, on their paperwork. And one of the other things that I've seen here lately is really, pretty crazy, where somebody can hack your title of your home, take a loan out on it, and you won't even know it until, say you go to sell the house, and then you find out that it's not even your house anymore. There's 4 loans on it. So find some way to protect your title of your home.